Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Limo entrances begin in first trailer for Mel Owens' season of The Golden Bachelor. Watch exclusive. Us Weekly has Bachelor Nation's first look at Season 2 of The Golden Bachelor. The first trailer featuring footage from Mel Owens' journey, debuted by Us on Tuesday, September 9, shows the 66-year-old lead meeting several women on night one. If you're ready for a wild ride, then I'm your girl, one contestant declares after getting off a motorcycle. Cue Katy Perry's Teenage Dream, set to clips of the group jumping into the mansion pool, hitting the beach with shirtless Mel and playing football. The lead was a linebacker at the University of Michigan and with the LA Rams. As one contestant declares that Mel has never been exposed to women like us. The text on screen reads, "These women are setting a new golden standard." During what is likely his first night toast, Mel raises a glass and says, "To love, happiness, and fun." ABC announced in April that Mel would be the next man to hand out golden roses after Jerry Turner and Joan Vassos led the inaugural seasons of The Golden Bachelor and Bachelorette, respectively. Mel is obviously super handsome. He's very charming. He's very intelligent. He's very successful, host Jess Palmer told us at the time. He had this incredible pro football career and transitioned into becoming a successful warrior. I think while he's had a lot of success professionally, there have been some hills and valleys in his personal life. Before production began in late summer, Mel caught heat for remarks about wanting to date women between the ages of 45 and 60. He revealed last month that he apologized to his contestants on night one, with many of them joking about the controversy during the season. During our one-on-ones, 12 or 15 of them said, "We appreciate the apology, and it meant a lot to us," and they also had a roast. One of the dates was a roast. It was brutal. "They were killing me," he said. "I can't remember all of them, but one said, 'Oh, when Mel was walking with me, he was using me as a cane. And I'm from Detroit, right?' One said, 'Like a Detroit pizza, he's doughy, squishy, square, and crusty.' It was good because I earned that, and I took it and I deserved it, and it landed squarely on me. They were throwing haymakers. It was good." The Golden Bachelor premieres on Wednesday, September 24, at 8 p.m. ET. Watch Mel's teaser above. The quiet of the driveway is shattered by the familiar sound of limousine tires crunching against freshly laid gravel. Floodlights illuminate the freshly polished brass doors of the Malibu mansion, and producers scurry like stagehands behind the scenes. It's that time again. America's favorite late-night fairy tale, The Golden Bachelor, is back. Only this time, it's Mel Owens' turn to find love. ABC dropped the first trailer for the highly anticipated new season. And if you thought the last edition gave you goosebumps, this one promises to redefine what romance looks like after 60. In the opening seconds, we see 67-year-old Mel standing tall in a sleek midnight blue tuxedo, adjusting his cufflinks with the quiet dignity of a man who knows exactly who he is. A retired architect from Seattle with a laugh that warms every room, Mel is described by producers as part George Clooney, part Grandpa Next Door. And then the magic begins. The trailer cuts quickly to the first limo, sliding into view like a ship carrying secrets from another world. As the door opens, the night's first contestant steps out. A woman in a floor-length emerald gown steadies herself with a quick breath, then beams as if the years have melted away. The camera lingers not on her heels or her hair, but on her eyes, eyes that have stories, regrets, triumphs, and hope. "Hi, Mel," she says softly. Mel chuckles nervously. "Well, if this is how tonight starts, I'm in trouble." From there, the entrances spiral into a kaleidoscope of grand gestures, heartfelt introductions, and moments designed to make even the most cynical viewer dab their eyes. One woman, a former Broadway dancer, pirouettes out of the limo, tossing a single red rose toward Mel's feet. Another arrives in a vintage convertible, parking it dramatically beside the limousine to show she's not one for tradition. And then there's the woman who brings her tiny rescue dog in a rhinestone collar, insisting that it's a package deal. Mel kneels to pet the dog, laughing with genuine delight. But this is the Golden Bachelor, and ABC knows exactly what viewers crave. The trailer teases not just entrances, but moments. A piano ballad swells as clips flash by, Mel slow dancing under fairy lights, Mel sharing a whispered joke that makes one contestant throw her head back in laughter, Mel wiping away tears during what looks like a candlelit confession. Narration cuts through it all. He's loved, he's lost, and now he's ready to open his heart again. For Mel, that's not just a tagline. Viewers will learn he lost his wife of 38 years to illness nearly a decade ago. His grown children pushed him to apply, believing he deserved another chance at companionship. And as the trailer shows, that vulnerability will play a central role. "I want to love again," he says, looking directly into the camera. "And I want someone who laughs at my bad jokes and holds my hand when I forget where I put my glasses." Cue the collective sigh of millions of viewers. Of course, no Bachelor season would be complete without fireworks, both literal and emotional. The trailer teases jealous glances across cocktail parties, whispered alliances, and even one stormy confrontation by the pool. At one point, a woman in a shimmering silver gown declares, "I'm not here to play games. I'm here for Mel." Another contestant, her rival, raises an eyebrow and mutters, "We'll see." The producers know drama has no age limit. And yet, what makes this season feel fresh is the tone. There's glamour, yes, but also a tenderness the franchise has never leaned into quite so heavily. Instead of hot tubs and daredevil dates, clips suggest more subtle adventures. Cooking together in a rustic Italian kitchen, riding bicycles through a vineyard, even painting side by side in a sunlit studio. It's about rediscovering joy. Executive producer Claire Hodgson shares in a behind-the-scenes interview woven into the trailer. These are people who have already lived extraordinary lives. What they're looking for now isn't perfection, it's connection. The Limo entrances become almost symbolic of that theme. Each woman doesn't just step into the driveway, she steps into a second act. One brings a scrapbook of her travels, another shares a small trinket her grandchild gave her for luck. The grandest entrance comes from a woman in a sequined gold jumpsuit who arrives not by limo, but by a jazz band playing live as she struts toward Mel. He applauds, grinning from ear to ear. But perhaps the most touching entrance is also the simplest. The last contestant emerges slowly, leaning on a polished wooden cane. She's graceful, composed, her silver hair catching the moonlight. She looks Mel straight in the eye and says, "I haven't dated in 40 years, but I figured, why not start tonight?" The trailer cuts to Mel's reaction, his eyes brimming, his smile trembling. The screen fades to black with the words, "Love never gets old." The final seconds of the trailer whip viewers into a frenzy of anticipation. Rapid cuts show a surprise destination date in Paris, champagne glasses clinking at sunset, and Mel standing at a final rose ceremony, his voice cracking as he says, "I didn't expect this, but I think I've found her." Then silence, just his silhouette against the glow of the mansion lights. Fans immediately flooded social media after the trailer dropped, buzzing with theories and favorite contenders. "I'm already crying, and it's just the trailer," one viewer posted. Another wrote, "Mel Owens is giving me main character energy. This is going to be the best season yet." And it's hard to disagree. With limo entrances that sparkle with sincerity rather than spectacle, and with a lead who radiates warmth rather than bravado, Mel's season of The Golden Bachelor may very well be the most romantic yet. The show premieres this fall, but the trailer has already done its job. It reminds us why millions tune in each season, not just for roses and champagne, but for the possibility that even after loss, after decades, after thinking the best days might be behind you, love can still arrive. sometimes in the back of a limousine under the California stars. As the music swells and the trailer ends, one final shot lingers. Mel, laughing, holding two hands at once, one from the woman beside him, the other reaching out from just off camera. It's a fleeting image, but it promises a journey filled with heart, humor, and maybe, just maybe, the happily ever after that both Mel and his viewers are hoping for. Because if the first Limo entrances are any indication, this season isn't just about finding love. It's about proving love never loses its sparkle.